Hi Tweens, it's Miss Sara from the Arlington Heights Memorial Library, and this month I am here to do a woven magnetic bookmark for summer reading. At the library we use a lot of paper, and these are just waste scraps that ordinarily we would recycle, but we are going to use them to make a bookmark. And all you need is some paper, a glue stick, scissors, and magnets. And check this out. I use this one with some recycled paper here. I'm only just beginning my book, but I want to save my page. There we go. So join me and let's get crafting. Okay guys, you ready to get started? This is what our finished bookmark will look like. It's a chevron magnetic bookmark for summer reading. And as I said earlier, we use a lot of paper at the library. So we've got scrap type paper, we've got cardstock type paper, any paper will do for this. But for right now, I'm going to use this slightly thicker cardstock paper, and this will come in your packet along with a magnet strip and a glue stick. And something that would be nice to have at home would be a pair of scissors. So we're going to get started. I'm going to use two of the same color here to get started to show, but at home it really doesn't matter the colors that you do. It's all just about making the pattern, getting the weaving going. So I'm going to put a dot of glue right here, and then just another matching dot here. And I'm going to attach these two pieces at a 90-degree angle. So a right angle, just like that. I'm just going to press it down to secure it. I'm just going to leave the cap off because I'm going to be using that frequently. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to attach my other color just right next to one of my first strips. As you can see, it is parallel to that strip. Again, just a little glue dot and secure it. Make sure it's nice and aligned there. As you can see, I'm using like a padded surface to do this, just to make sure that I don't make a mess anywhere with my glue stick, so it doesn't stick on the table or something. Next thing I'm going to do is take my fourth strip, and I'm going to attach it parallel to this other first strip here. So as you can see, it's just made a nice little square box up top. This time, since there are two strips, I'm just going to do glue on both of those strips. Now this would work with little pieces of tape. This would work with regular, just Elmer's glue, just little dots. You don't need much. And you can actually, after you've started this part, you can really just do the weaving and not even bother with the glue. But I like it to end up a little firmer, so that's why I like to use the glue at every step. But as you know, if anyone has done any of these Tween DIYs with me in the past, you know that I'm not a perfectionist. I just like the process. So, okay, so the next thing we're gonna do is get started on our weaving, okay? So we're going to take one of these first parallel strips here from my perpendicular right angle strip, and I'm going to fold it over just like this. Can you see what I did there? Just fold it over. Now we've got like a 45-degree angle there. I'm going to press it down, and if it's where I want it, and if it's aligned here with these other strips, then I'm going to glue it down. Just one little dot will do. Fold it back over again, make sure it's straight, and glue. Okay? See what I did there? There's my start. Next, I'm going to take my other initial right angle piece, my other strip, and do the same thing. I'm going to do the same fold just like this at kind of a right angle. See what I'm doing there? Okay, Again, I am going to fold first before I glue to make sure it's where I want it. Okay, just gently press it, and that's good for me. So I'm gonna go back, put a little dot of glue on both those pieces, and make sure I'm straight here, like I'm parallel. Okay, there we go. And then I'm gonna press it down. Okay? You're just gonna keep doing that weaving technique all the way down. So you're going to go one over, and then the other outside over. I'm doing it a little quickly right now just so that you can see what I'm doing, but feel free to take your time, and like I said, glue along the way. But for the sake of this video, I am just going to keep going. So now you take your outside, fold it over, 40-degree angle, other outside, fold it over, 40-degree angle. Okay, and we're gonna just keep going. All the way down. So like I said, I've stopped gluing them at this point so I can get finished with this, but I think you'll find that you like the finished product a lot better if you just do a little dot of glue along the way. Back and forth, doing our weaving. Oops. Again, you guys know I am not a perfectionist, but I'm doing my best. And as you can see, some of my strips are, you know, like these two look relatively even, but the other two are not as perfectly even with these, and that's okay. It's just going to be a slightly different look, and these pieces can be as big or as small as you want. And you can always use some fun scrapbook paper if you have that around the house. You can cut that into small strips and make it really colorful. You could do like a doodle page and cut those into strips and then color your bookmark in. There's lots of different ways you could do something like this to make it more interesting and just make it personal, make it yours. All right, so I'm just about done here. All the way down. One side, the other side. Okay. And I'm gonna stop there, okay? As you can see, I've got some excess. If we would have been gluing along the way, this would be glued, so I'm just gonna do that for the sake of finishing this up and cutting off these ends. We'll just do like that. Slightly imperfect, but you get the idea. And then I like to even it off. As you can see, like I did with this one here, I just took the end and evened it up. I'll do it like about right there. Make sure your ends are glued on so they don't fall off. Again, slightly imperfect, but that's okay. So you can leave your bookmark like this, write your name on it, do whatever, or you can add magnetic strips, is which I like to do. So that way it doesn't fall out of your book. So next we're going to take our magnetic strip and just fold it in half, okay, so that you've got two relatively even pieces, and you're just going to cut it down the middle there. Boop. And you're going to peel off your adhesive back wherever you want your magnet clip to be. As you can see on this one, I did it not exactly halfway, because I just like how that looks. You can just kind of do a little earmark like that. But really you can do whatever you want. So I'll try that with this one. So I'm just going to place my magnet there. And then I'm going to place the other one right on top here, okay? So that I know it matches up. And then I'm going to fold it where I want it. Okay, so say I want it right about, I want this chevron part to show, so I want it right about there. Okay? So you're going to open it, and now you know where your fold is, so you're going to take your adhesive back off of this second piece here. just like this. Voila! Toss that to the side. There we go. I've made my magnet ended up being a little bit larger. You can always go back and make that a little more perfect, but there you go. You've got a magnetic bookmark. Well, that's a wrap, guys. Thanks again for joining us for this latest Tween DIY project. Don't forget to read this summer. Hope to see you soon. Happy summer reading.